A dark Christmas story. I was sitting with Santa last year before. We were drinking some eggnog in the back of his store. He was rapping about Christmas, singing songs that he liked. Then we both laughed together and took a hit from his pipe.
"Those elves," he chuckled, "are the best workers in town. I don't pay them a dime and they work all year round."
I asked, "Well, what do they do when Christmas is over?" He laughed.
"Ho, ho, ho. I just send them back over."
"Back over to where?" I said, concerned slightly.
"To my sweatshops in Asia where they sew up old Nikes."
"Tell me about the reindeer," I said with a smile. This was the best night I'd had in a while.
"The reindeer, you see, are the cheapest to keep. You don't have to feed them, and they love to get beat. And in the cold of winter when my old bones shake, nothing quite hits the spot like a nice reindeer steak. Take Rudolph, for instance, tender as can be, although Prancer and Vixen were a bit tough for me."
Well, I couldn't believe the words I just heard. I was certain that Vixen would have tasted superb. Then Santa let loose a poot that was raunchy and smelly, and he laughed as his gut shook like a bowl full of jelly. Our laughter was silenced by a knock on the door. Santa stood up slowly and crept across the floor. I held my breath in excitement and glee. It was the night before Christmas. Who the heck could it be? The door crashed open and Santa fell to the floor, and there in the archway, standing close to 6'4", with eyes like jaundice and green hair covering every inch, it was Santa's little brother. You guessed it. The Grinch.
"Listen here, fatty," he sneered to the claws. "If we don't have a big night, I'm moving to Oz. My stock options are worthless. My prospects are lean, and to top it all off, I've got COVID-19.
Then he slithered and slank to the kitchen with care, with a hope that some cookies and milk might be there.
"It's been rough for me, too. You'll find the cupboard is bare. I'm working doubles at Macy's. I'm losing my hair."
"Don't worry," said the Grinch, scratching his mange. "Perhaps Pelosi can spare us some change." Then stopping mid-sentence, his eyes fell on me. He then slid across the floor to where I was crouched by the tree.
"And who might you be?" His breath hot in my ear. "You have a genius idea to save Christmas this year?"
"Well, my name's Roland, and your breath smells like who? And as for saving this Christmas, I'll give you a clue. It's not about money or presents or hot reindeer steaks. It's about family, love, and treasured memories we make. And Jesus, obviously." My words were cut short as the door opened again, revealing Mr. Potter and Scrooge, the epitomes of sin.
"Those damn orphans!" cried Potter. "Always whining for food. Scrawny little beggar, so inconsiderate and rude." "It's an ungrateful world," Scrooge began to say. "The prisons and workhouses serve 3 meals a day."
I yelled, "Hold on, fellas, have you no heart at all?"
"Not much," said the Grinch. "Mine's 3 sizes too small."
Touché. I shouted, "You're all greedy tyrants!" and threw down my cup. And Scrooge gave me a C-note, and I chose to shut up. In that moment, I realized the most important lesson ever. Being with your loved ones is the greatest Christmas treasure. The end.